Good afternoon, my dear students. I am Dr. Deepak More, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Sanjani Mahavidyalaya Chapoli. Today we are going to study about the remaining part of word classes. Unit number first, word classes. Part number second, open word classes. Point number third, named verbs. Verb. The word verb came from Latin word verbum, means to work. It is the most dominant or important word in every sentence. Without verb in the sentence cannot indicate meaning. Meaningless sentence. It is a word that tells us something about a person or thing. It expresses an action or existence of a person or thing in every sentence. For example, Gita sings a song. The story is narrated by the teacher, that is, sings or is narrated, indicates verb also, and it carries the meaning of a sentence. That is why verb is the soul of a sentence or construction of sentence. Kinds of verbs. In English, there are two kinds of verbs, that is, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Kinds of verbs, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Number one, main verbs. Generally, there are four kinds of verbs. Transitive, number one, transitive and intransitive verbs. Regular and number two, regular and irregular verbs. Third, dynamic and static verbs. And fourth, linking and phrasal verbs. Number one, transitive and intransitive verbs. The verbs that take an object are called transitive verbs. For example, he kicks the ball. The ball, he is a subject, kicks is a main verb, and it is take an object also, and the ball is object. Means the kicks takes an object. The verbs do not take an object are called intransitive verbs. For example, the dog barks, she laughs. These are the laughs, the dog barks. These are do not these verbs do not take an object. Then second one, regular and irregular verbs. The verbs which suffixed d or ed form in a past participle form are called regular verbs. When these are suffixed d or ed, they are they are called regular verbs. They are also called weak verbs also. For example, play, played, played, suggest, suggested, suggested, d or ed. The verbs which are without having d or ed participle change their forms in the past participle or called irregular verbs. They are also called strong verbs. For example, know, K-N-O-W, know, know, knew, and noun, K-N-O-W-N, noun. Go, went, gone. Come, came, come. Take, took, taken, etc. Then third, dynamic and static verbs. The verbs which can be used the verbs which can be used in the continuous form and can fit in the be plus ing form are called dynamic verbs. For example, they are speaking English. They are speaking English, are is a form of be, and speaking is a form of ing participle. That's continuous form also. The verbs which are not used in the continuous form, that is, we plus ing, are called stative verbs. The verbs, listen carefully, the verbs which are not used in the continuous form, that is, verb plus v plus ing, are called stative verbs. For example, they know English. KNOW, know, is a dynamic verb also. Dynamic and stative verbs. Know is a stative verb. Number 4, linking and phrasal verbs. Verbs which join the subject and complement in a sentence are called linking verbs. For example, she is a doctor, she is a dancer, she is an actress. She is a subject, is verb, and a doctor is a complement. The verbs which are used with a preposition or adverb are called phrasal verbs. Listen carefully. The verbs which are used with a preposition or adverb are called phrasal verbs. For example, an old woman brought up the orphan child. An old woman brought up is a phrasal verb. Verb plus preposition. Brought is a verb and up is a preposition, means verb plus preposition. It is called a phrasal verb, and it indicates phrasal verb also. Then auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs, त्याला म्हणायचं सहाय्यक क्रियापद. Auxiliary verbs help the main verb in the form of sentence, distinguishing them in different persons, numbers, moods, voices, and tenses. For example, he is a doctor. Is indicates main verb. He is a teaching Hindi literature. He is a teaching Hindi literature. Is indicates auxiliary verb and teaching is a main verb. These verbs work both as main verb and as auxiliary verbs. There are two kinds of auxiliary verbs. These are number 1, primary auxiliaries, to be, to do, and to have. To be, to do, and to have are primary auxiliaries with all their forms. Number 1, to be, is, am, to be चे verbs. Is, am, are, was, were, will be, and shall be are indicates to be form. To do form, to do, does, did, shall do, will do indicates to do. To have, for example, have, has, had, shall have, and will have. These are the primary auxiliaries. Then modal auxiliaries. In English, modals are purely auxiliaries and they are not used as main verbs, but only two modal auxiliaries, need and dare, can serve as the main verbs. Modals are used to express ability, necessity, permission, possibility, probability, command, request, promise, compulsion, formal wish, and expectations, etc. Listen carefully. Modals are used to express ability, necessity, permission, possibility, command, probability, request, promise, compulsion, formal wish, and expectations, etc. In English, modal auxiliaries are shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, used to, dare to, need to, etc. These are the modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries. Then these are the modal auxiliaries. These are these examples and these subpoints indicate the main verb and auxiliary verbs. Thank you very much.